Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have my empties for the whole month of October 2018. And before I get started, I have been posting below. I'm trying to do this for every video. Just cutting and pasting below in the description box some information. A bunch of us are heading up to Dallas, a bunch of us YouTubers, and we're staying in a hotel, and we would love to meet as many of people and friends as possible. It would be so great to hang out with you guys, talk wax, you know, have some drinks, relax, have some food, break some bread, you know, things like that. So anyway, all the information will, hopefully if I remember, will be linked down below. Not linked, but it'll be down below because I'm not technically savvy. Anywho, I will say this, comparatively to other, compared to other months, I feel my empties are a little bit less this month, but my less is probably lots of people's like, oh my God, you melted a lot. So anyway, we'll move on. A lot of these, the candles that I have completed, they actually both have reviews up on my channel. Otherwise, the Perfect Autumn, this was burning in the first half. So the first half and the second half of October, it's also been said. This is really surprisingly lovely. On the border of too spicy. This is White Barn's The Perfect Autumn, not to be confused with Autumn, which is one of my all-time favorite scents. But it did really well. It is a little mangy at the bottom, a little bit, it's actually, that scorch mark at the back here, that was from me, from bending the candle over to light it, and so when I bent it over, it hit that. So that's not from the burn. It's actually pretty darn good. Love the color of the glass jar. You can repurpose this. Would I repurchase this again? Yes, but like I said before in my previous video, I would likely save this to the very tail end of fall, like towards the end of November, because it has that border of like a spicy note to it, that I think this would be really good for the tail end of November going into December, because I almost would consider this a spicier winter candle versus an autumn candle, but that's just my opinion. I do like this. If I would repurchase, I would hold on to it for winter months or the late fall. This was a Throwback Thursday, so this actually has a better review on it solely on Welcome Autumn Spiced Wreath from Bath & Body Works. This lovely pea green color. It's very like retro, this green, like my parent. We had a refrigerator, a stove, and something else. Anyway, we had a refrigerator and a stove in this color because like my parents built our house, like they've obviously since they've changed it, they built their house that they live in like 1980, and so that was like the thing. Anyway, can you imagine? But these ritual colors are coming back, right? Again, that scorch mark here, that is from me, again, bending the candle over to light it, and then it's not to do with the burn, so I will give it to that. It did stop burning, and it's wreathy. It's more wreathy, like it's more green, a little soapy than it is spiced anything. So I don't know what Michael smells like or anything like that, but to me it might be like walking into a craft store type scent. I'm not sure. A little bit of spice, but more wreath, so more natural scents. All right, so let's go on to some clamshells here. Let's do the Bathing Garden. One of my all-time favorite Bathing Garden clamshell scents is Sleepy. And I know she had this currently on her website. I bought so much the Bathing Garden from their last year's Christmas line that I'm not buying any more this year. Like, as much as I love her wax, I have enough. I'm trying to get through it. I'm trying to be really good about my spending from everyone. And I've got a couple advent calendars coming. And I really had fun with that last year, so for me that's more of like a selfish thing regardless. Like I had fun with it, so, but it is my money after all. So pink sugar, peppermint, and vanilla. This to me is how I hold everyone else. This is the standard of which I hold other vendors pink sugar, peppermint, vanilla too. I really enjoy Sleepy. It packs a punch. That peppermint is gorgeous. Love it. Would be a repurchase 100%. This is Black Magic Laboratory. This is part of last year's, like 2017's Halloween collection. This is orange chiffon, black velvet cake, chocolate shavings. It was really nice. As I mentioned before, if you don't like chocolate and wax, don't fret. This is actually not it doesn't lean like more chocolate, at least in my mind. It sort of reminds me of a Tootsie Pop. Now that I'm smelling it, and I've had some Tootsie Pops because we've had Halloween now. It's sort of like a Tootsie Pop. Orange is definitely not necessarily the prominent note. Definitely a cakey note and some chocolate shavings, but to me it does smell like the Tootsie Pop, like the center of a Tootsie Pop. So if you like that, go for that. All right, Mummy Mademoiselle, another one that she brought out for oh my god, my words, for Halloween. And I believe this was part of her Halloween this year too. So candied rose jam, sweet sticky saltwater taffy, and creamy white vanilla. This was really, really nice. I melted this one exclusively in my bedroom. It had a tangy, sweet tangy note to it, which I love. I love tang, I love tart and things like that. I really, really enjoy it. That's probably why I love cranberry blends. Anyway, would I repurchase this in the future? Likely, yes. If it were to come back, I would probably buy like one clam. I wouldn't hoard it or anything. And that's another thing. I've not been hoarding. I've been using. I've been trying my best to not hoard candles, not to hoard scents, because I just found like, oh my god, I have like X amount of the same scent and I love it, but I'm like, okay, let's use it. If I love it, let's smell it. I want my house to smell like it. All right, let's go on to Better Homes and Gardens. This is gorgeous. This is like this picture right here. What this one, that's what it smells like to me. It smells like a gorgeous pumpkin punch. Not too spicy. You see like a pumpkin butter right there, or it looks like a pumpkin butter. This is gorgeous. It's light. It's refreshing. It's light and refreshing with a spice note to it, which is like an oxymoron in itself. But I found that the spices in this did not overpower like the the punch. There's no fizzy in it. I like a nectar, a nectar type based punch. Very lively, and then with a little bit of spice. But this is coming from the gal who doesn't enjoy a lot of spice. Like, you overdo it with cinnamon with me, I'm like tapping out, you're gone, done. But I really enjoy this. I have lots of backups of this as well, so I really like that one. A favorite of mine, and thank you to my friends in the States. This is so sexy. I love this. This is very perfumey, I will say that. But this reminds me of very expensive perfume you might find at Sephora, or like it's Nordstrom's or something like that. Caramel sugared fig. Fig is supposed to be a very sensual fruit. But whatever, regardless, this is just absolutely gorgeous. It is more on the perfume side. So if you're not a perfume fan, which normally I'm not, but I would slather my body in this. Like, it smells so good. I love this one. So if you happen to go into Walmart, those are my US friends, give it a sniff. Give it a sniff. It's quite strong. Don't need a lot. Little goes a long way, which is nice because it is just nice. Let me see here. Oh, I don't have, okay. Brenda at Pretty Polka Dots. She loves Moonlit Magic Pumpkin, and I like it. And this, I went through a clam of this last year, and I had this one left over from last year. I found it good, but I did mix it with Vanilla Sugar Cookie Crunch from Better Homes and Gardens as well. And I found that those two together made such a delicious bakery, sultry scent. I love the photo on this. The photo on this is probably one of my favorite fall pictures for any wax melt company, or this could be a perfect label for the right scented candle. But this is just like pumpkin moon, not that it's moonlit, but there's like a little lamp behind there, just gorgeous. So buying it on its own and melting it, I wouldn't melt it on its own, but I did mix this with equal parts Moonlit Magic Pumpkin with Vanilla Sugar Cookie Crunch, also from Better Homes and Gardens. So another one I love for the bedroom that again is only in the United States. Sucks to be Canadian sometimes. Not always, let me tell you that much. I am very proud to be Canadian. But Sugared Lavender Twist is, again, I don't know, but it has been deemed like a dupe for Aquilina's Pink Sugar. I've never smelled that perfume, but if that's the case, I would, again, one of those scents, I would slather all over my body. Oh my gosh, this is such a girly, kind of reminds me of high school. Like, it just is such a great girly scent, but it goes really well in my bedroom. There's definitely a lavender. It's very sweet. I do better with a sweeter version of lavender than a herbal lavender, if that makes sense. I lean more team sweet. So anywho, there's that. Let's play here. Better Homes and Gardens Stormy Autumn Night. This is gorgeous. I really, really enjoy this. I did melt this more in my bathroom, but I really liked it. It's got like a men's cologne, but it's like a Fresh Rain men's cologne. There is definitely a strong, like, I don't know what men's cologne is predominantly for the most part based on, but there's like that. Your man had a shower. He used like some Bath and Body Works product perhaps that smells like rain. And he's come back out and he's put a little bit of his cologne on. This is exactly what it smells like. This is very sexy. Again, I don't know why, but I love my sexy scents. But I did not melt this in my bedroom though. I will say, because of the freshness of this, I find that men's cologne type scents for me, or you know, that the like shaving cream, I really enjoy in the bathroom more for me. But that doesn't mean I don't love it. I really enjoy this. I would definitely repurchase this for sure. That was very, very good. So let's bounce back to Super Tarts. So we have a classic here. We have Super Tarts Jaws. And Jaws is described as sea salt, fresh air, seagrass, sliced plum, and sweet pear. And you're gonna see the next, actually, that's what Jaws is. And then we've got Brody's Bounty, also from Super Tarts, which is Jaws, which I just read out, and Blackberry Preserves. And then we also have Chomper, which again is the same sense as Jaws, mixed with Red Mac Apple. Jaws on its own is fantastic. I melt Jaws everything, no matter what, whether it's combination or what have you. I melt them in the bathroom, 1 cube at a time. I could probably leave that cube in there for 2 days, but I have such a wax stash that I am just trying to get through my stuff and I want to change it out often. So these could last probably a day and a half straight without turning off your warmer. Anywho, love Jaws on its own very, very much. I have repurchased this. I would recommend it if you like these type of scents. It's definitely more of a sweet, fresh scent. And Chomper, I love Mac Apple. So Jaws mixed with Mac Apple, fabulous. But I will say that Jaws does take over on this blend a little bit more. It's more like a 70-30 split in scent throw. 70% Jaws and 30% the Red Mac Apple, but that doesn't mean I don't love it. And I brought this out for the fall because I love Mac Apple in the fall. So there's that. And the last one, oh my God. Okay. Okay, I've already said this before. Brandy's Blackberry, anything, this says Blackberry Preserves, is fabulous. I have not tried a product of Brandy's that I've had that has blackberry in it that I wasn't really on board with. Oh, except for Column, it was weak for me. Anyway, there was only one, the blend that was a little on the weaker side, but I love the scent on cold. This I can honestly say, which I was surprised with, this is a 60-40 split for the scent. I actually got 60% Blackberry Preserves and 40% Jaws, which is saying something. And oh my gosh, you guys, I would buy a plethora of this. And Wax Wednesday is coming up on November 14th. So I'm not gonna go on about Wax Wednesday. You have to leave the responsibility to you guys to really look into it. But if you follow Super Tarts on their Facebook page, or even on their Instagram, which is just Super Tarts, they will bring out all the details. She hasn't brought out many details except for, other than the advent calendars and the big box sets, I think everything on their website last year was 25% off. And she normally makes some amazing, great blends that you haven't seen in a while in really cool shapes and things like that. And Super Tarts is one of my favorite brands. We'll see if I purchase, I don't know. I really wanted to, and I'm just trying to be really good. I am finding the longer that I'm going without purchasing, the better I feel about my stash. And I still have such a stash. So anyway, anyway, focus, Kim. What I'm trying to say here is definitely check out Super Tarts on their Facebook page and their Instagram. They're more active on their Facebook page. I love this one so much. I would definitely hoard that next time I place an order. One that I thought, and I got a cookie in this to start last year at Wax Wednesday. And that's November 14th. Did I tell you that? November 14th. But anyway, you'll look it up. So this is Bob from Bob's Burgers. This is shaving cream, coconut shavings, and Seaside. Now, I thought I would have loved this. I bought it in the cookie first, and then I hadn't melted it. And then I ordered a clam when I saw it come back in stock. And I melted the cookie, and I went, I don't know. I think it's Seaside. I've loved so many blends of hers that have shaving cream, coconut shavings, but I have had a blend or two with anything else and then Seaside that I did enjoy, and I'm thinking it's the Seaside that I'm not a fan of. So I did melt this in my bathroom because, like I said, shaving cream that goes in my bathroom, and that definitely stands out more than anything. Definitely shaving cream, then the coconut shavings, and then Seaside. But I didn't love it as much as I wanted to, so it would not be repurchased. That I wanted to make sure I melted what I had, which I did. I'm thankful for that. But I'm gonna move on. All right, so going back to Sensationals, these are some oldies but goodies coming up, actually, all but the last one, I think. Anyway, this is Hidden Cottage. This is something I found in the Canadian Walmart, and I mean, Canadian Walmart, you guys, these are almost $4 a piece. I know in the States it's like $2, and our exchange rate, I know what our exchange rate is, and I know our dollar sucks, but it doesn't suck that much. They really hike up the prices for yeah, I'm not really thrilled. And we in Canada, we have not seen a whole lot of newness in probably a year and a half at this point, which is really irking me. I have a friend, Fiona, she's amazing. She sends me messages, she emails me. She's done so much hard work. Trust me, this woman, she's a fellow Canadian. She has done so much work to try to get people at Sensationals or Better Homes and Gardens to wake up and start making stuff like this, like the same kinds of things that we see in the States in Canada, because it's ridiculous. We buy tons, like I'm certain of it. They just are so weak. Like companies, they're like, oh, we're so afraid to branch out. But anyway, kudos to Fiona. She's done a really great job, and I don't always necessarily message her right back. I read everything she sends me, and she has done such a great job. So kudos, Fiona. I know you're watching, so thank you very much for all your hard work. Back to the Sensationals Hidden Cottage. This one was interesting. It reminded me of something that I can't put my finger on, but it's too, no. I don't like it for what it, to have this scent melting in my house and throwing in my home. No, it wasn't a preferable, tolerable scent. So I would not repurchase this, but I haven't seen it in Canadian Walmarts in quite some time. So maybe there's a reason for that. This is a oldie but goodie, and yes, I melted this in October, but I absolutely love it, and that's Cucumber Melon. And it's polarizing because many people are either hate cucumber or hate melon, or they just don't like the blend at all. I love it all. It reminds me back in the days of Bath & Body Works. Some of my first fragrances and body cares were a cucumber melon. I love it, and I felt like I wanted to change it up, so I melted that in October, which I know seems pretty strange. Then we have October Rain, which is one I went bin diving for this because, like, I want to say this time last year, maybe like September, October of 2017, all of a sudden all the Canadian Walmarts seemed to have this bin, which wasn't even close to the wax aisle at all, but you like literally had to bin dive. So anyway, I found this is one of the items that I bin dove, and it's Cool Lemons, Bamboo, and Dew, and that's exactly in the order in which that it states. That's exactly how it smells. This is a really nice, refreshing scent, and I know when I posted in a previous video to say that I was melting this in the month of October, so many of you said this was your very first ever Sensationals or your very first home fragrance you ever melted, and it brought back great memories. So you can tell like that the you know, the change of packaging and things like that. This is definitely an older version, so classic. And then this is a Sensationals Midnight Summer. So this one I melted, I think it was in my bathroom too. Yeah. But there's like a bit of a cakey note to it. That's what I don't understand. It's definitely it's a fresh bathroom type note, but there's a bit of a cake note to it. I don't even know. Like yeah, throw my hands up in the air. Like, I don't know. But I really like this one. This is really nice. Would I repurchase it again? Absolutely. I wouldn't go out and buy a whole bunch of it, but I do enjoy it. All right, so let's go into this Glade Cashmere Woods. Again, in Canada anyway, Walmarts sell these wax melts, Save On Foods. I'm just speaking on my own experience. Save On Foods is where all the Glade products are, like near the cleaning products and so on. But if you go to Walmart, it's near where the Glade is sold. So again, near where all their candles and all that stuff, which is completely separate, at least in my Walmarts around me, completely separate from the actual wax melt aisle. So anywho, there you go. This is Cashmere Woods. I really enjoy this. These cubes are huge. There's 6 cubes. I melted one at a time in my bedroom exclusively. Really enjoyed it. Very nice. Thank you to Myra and Kyla for this. It's beautiful. They knew I love this one. This is Honey Soaked Apples from Swan Creek Candle Company. This is hands down one of my absolute favorite scents ever. Like, not just in the fall, not just from this company. This is one of my hands down favorite scents, period, end of story. Highly recommend it. These cubes, like even going to show you from the Glade, look at the difference between the cube sizes, and the Glade's huge, and then like a regular, you know, like it's unreal. Anyway, I would highly recommend these. Yes, they're a little more expensive, but these cubes can be split in half easily. So instead of getting 6, you get 12. And they throw really, really well, at least the ones I've tried. I know Honey Soaked Apples is amazing. And thank you again to Myra and Kyla for sending me over like a whole bunch of that. It was awesome. From Mandala Melts, we had Pidgey. It's Satsuma oranges and fresh laundry. Really like this. Definitely had the fresh laundry first and then the oranges, which was really nice. Kind of reminded me a little bit of Super Tarts Jasper. This White Clouds and Satsuma. So I really like that. And I love the Jasper too. So that's why I absolutely love it. I have to speed up because I'm doing this before work. I'm filming it before work and I gotta get going. Candles by Victoria. We have Leather and Jacob Black. They're essentially the same thing, but I think that, was it Jacob Black? I think is a little bit richer. Yeah. This is more of a suede leather to me, if that makes sense. This is like a suede leather to myself and my nose, where this one is a, wow, you walked into, you know, a leather shop and yeah, everything, leather jackets, leather purses, gloves, you name it, or like a Harley shop where they're selling leathers everywhere. This is exactly what I smell. I prefer Jacob Black for sure. My friend Ramona sent me this. I love this one, Banana Walnut Tort. I think she helped kind of create this. This is layers of lightly spiced brown sugar, banana cake, banana custard, and chopped walnuts. This is beautiful. I made sure I melt. This is so good on cold. I made sure I was home the day I melted this and not just like out and about and running. You know, I wanted to enjoy this and I really enjoy this. So Ramona, kudos to you. Absolutely love this. Talk to me next time you do another order. Depending on when, maybe after Christmas, I would probably get more of those. That's so good. And sadly, a company that has not restocked anything at all is Sugar and Spice Gourmet Soy Candles. I am slowly trying to force myself to melt my items from this company. Not because I want it to all go. I want to keep it as long as possible, but some of these items I've had for quite some time. She hasn't opened, she hasn't made any inkling to open and reopen again. So I want to enjoy my wax before my wax scents lose out. So we've got Sweet Lavender, Pink Peppermint. Absolutely love this. Less is more with her. I probably could have cut this into quarters, but I did it in half and used it in my bedroom. I love that scent. I would definitely repurchase that. And Blackberry Lemon Curd Chai Tea. Interesting combination. Really, really liked it. Would I repurchase it? Absolutely. I would find that this one's stronger because the peppermint and the lavender are very strong scents. This one's a little less strong, maybe a 7 out of 10, but I really enjoyed the combination of blackberry, lemon curd, and chai tea. Like, hello, who else does that? I mean, so good. Ooh, I'm dropping everything. So coffee samplers from Zeep. We went through Sunday Times and coffee cake. Coffee cake is espresso and vanilla cake with cinnamon swirl. Yeah, it definitely is. I got more cakey note, which I'm not unhappy with because, again, anything with too much cinnamon in it, I'm just not all about. So there's that. And then we have Sunday Times, which is fresh brewed coffee, snickerdoodles, and 27 across, which, whatever. This smells like Trix? No, Alphabet cereal. I think that's what I said too. Initially opening this, Alphabet cereal, for sure. Ooh, there you go. All right. Perfect. I love coffee. Oh, coffee. All right, I have to blast through this, guys, because I have to leave for work. I loved this. This is old, too. Over a year old. This is from Zeep. This is candy corn cake. White cake, candy corn, buttercream, and pumpkin marshmallows. Absolutely love it. I would definitely repurchase this. 100%. Then we have Zeep's, what do they call it? Oh, it's just salted caramel, waffle cones, toasted marshmallow cookie fudge. Really, really nice. Very, very strong. Again, it's like over a year old and I melted it and it did really well. More Zeep. Again, I made a big purchase last fall in Zeep, and I'm like, oh, I better use up my stuff. I don't want it to go bad, because some people told me that it doesn't last, and that could be very true. Everyone's house is different. Everyone's warmers are different. But I'm having such good luck with my Zeep lasting over a year. So this is caramel apples, exactly how it states. Loved it through like crazy. Halloween Town, which is hot cider, autumn leaves, and haunted houses, which, oh, you know, I'd rather everything else but the haunted house, because it probably smells like, Anyway, Mandala Melts, Pretty Little Pony. This, what is it? My Little Pony. Wow. Peppermint meringue and cookies. This is gorgeous. Loved it, loved it, loved it. This is Professor Dumbledore from Mandala Melts. This is raspberry peppermint ice cream. Love this one as well. And Adventure Time by Mandala Melts. Lord of Misrule. I love Lord of Misrule in my home. I love home fragrance with that. So good. One of my favorite bath bombs from Lush. This is Slytherin, also from Mandala Melts. Key lime pie and marshmallow fluff. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Got coffee. Part of my Rainbow Melts coffee sampler. This is dark roasted coffee and brown sugar, grain crackers, and cream. Love this. Throws like crazy. You need very little for that to throw. Same with this. Coffee shop. Everything with Rainbow Melts is a strong thrower unless I say otherwise. Just trying to get this fast. Espresso coffee, vanilla bean, marshmallow, butter cookies. Yum. Yes. Throws like crazy. Zombie juice. This is a bit older. This is from 2017 in August. This is zombie juice. This is honey pear cider. I love this. I'm thinking Susan, I know you love your pear. I think you'd like this combination. But anyway, I really enjoyed this. Susan Fitzpatrick, I know you love your pear. Rainbow cookie is really nice. This is a gift from Myra and Kyla. Really, really nice. Enjoyed it very much. This is one of their centerpiece easy milk cups, but I found that it did really, really well in my warmers. And then we have from Vintage Chic Scents, Bond, James Bond. This is a shaving cream Burberry Brit type. Loved it. It was very strong. Would I repurchase it again? Probably not. It wasn't one of my favorites. Oh, this is great. Again, Ramona TULK. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Case Creations, Catch 'em While You Can, Tarts, Pumpkin House Cafe. I saved this specifically for October. And yes, it's coffee, but because it had pumpkin, I wanted to melt this all through the month of October, which I did. Absolutely loved this. The wax through really, really well. Then we have Goose Creek's Campfire Marshmallow, also a gift from Myra and Kyla. Thank you, ladies. You guys know how much I love this. This is the bomb. I love this. Fabulous. Reminds me of Marshmallow Fireside from Bath & Body Works. And last but not least, we have Pink Lavender White Cake from Southbound. And this is pink sugar, lavender, vanilla, and creamy white cake. And this was actually one of the lavenders of hers that I like, probably because it's less herbal and more sweet. So there you have it, you guys. There are my empties, which actually is not that many. Like, it doesn't seem like as many empties because a lot of my candles are taking forever to burn from my Throwback Thursday. So anyway, moving on. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, be safe, take care, and have fun. Bye, guys.